right. Smoke and Mirrors, episode 31, the month of Sundays.
Jesus.
The sweet Christmas episode. the boys with the big sacks coming in here. It's our Christmas special.
It is our Christmas special.
Mm-hmm.
Without anything really Christmassy.
Not really. You got a Christmas shirt on.
Yeah.
I got the Christmas spirit. And it's whiskey, motherfuckers.
I got the wrong memo. I thought it was Wu-Tang Day in yellow and black.
Wu-Tang! How you guys going there?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Real good.
Feeling better, recovering. Still got a bit of a coffee there, but
Yeah.
is
Came
what it
back
is.
from Melbourne sick.
I know.
Quarantine this
Fucking negative. Results came back negative. I swear. See me, I just write my own text message.
Send it to yourself.
I wonder who this could be.
Fucking what a lonely guy.
Fuck. All right. So we're going to go through our streaming news, our film news, and our entertainment news there.
And we actually got a few trailers in there, too.
Yeah, we do have a few trailers this week.
Mm-hmm.
So kicking it off in streaming news. So Chris Messina from Birds of Prey,
Mhm.
who played Zaz,
Zaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's going to be part of HBO Max's new show Verbatim.
Verbatim.
So the premise is that these Oues, like they get actual events and dialogue, and then they recreate them, recreate the scenes. It's like an anthology sort of series,
Yeah.
but they recreate it, like I think, in different scenarios.
Okay.
So it'll play differently, but with the actual dialogue from the event.
Okay.
So like they could, like, I don't know, put one of Trump's speeches in like a plane going down or something like that. Like the
Oh,
captain
shit.
speaking, like that sort of shit.
Okay.
What's the casualty rate? It's going to be huge.
Yeah,
So this is going to be like taken out of context, basically.
I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it'll be verbatim.
It better be tasteful, though.
Yeah.
Some of that shit could be like, yeah.
Really sensitive. What's getting a fucking, like, they do it a lot in this set.
They're doing too much. Maybe not enough when you think about it.
So the shit's gone down the set of The Witcher again.
Again.
Cavill was hurt, I think, some quad issue. Maybe that I was just squatting too much in the gym.
Fucking badly.
So he's injured himself. So he's not filming at the moment.
Yeah.
So what they've decided to do was like just film around him.
Yeah.
Fuck the actors.
That's
I
all
shoot
I-
around him.
That's all I think about.
Marcus Nispel.
I know.
So yeah. So filming continues. Cavill's recovering, which I think he's just going home and playing, like, WoW or something like that.
Well,
or Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that Cyberpunk comes out and then Cavill like automatically injures himself. Man's just built the maddest gaming PC.
True.
He's at home. He's at home loving his PC. That's what he's doing.
You reckon he's just got like legs up, like, yeah.
No. They said no pressure.
Still not feeling very well.
Just in the sling.
know. Fuck.
I just see the DiCaprio face, like,
I know.
That's the studio.
Yeah, we got and Netflix. Staying with Netflix.
Yeah.
They announced 7 UK-based series, right? So we've got The Red Zone, which is a Sam Mendes produced 6-part football-based comedy show with no football in there,
Yeah.
which could be different.
So it's gonna focus more on like the firms and stuff, like the
Ooh,
fans,
shit.
but it's gonna be a comedy show.
Right.
There's gonna be like all the pubs and that sort of
Yeah.
scene and stuff like that. Those characters are
Yeah.
gonna be hilarious.
Bubbles.
But like Mendes doesn't really like spend time in the comedy zone. You know what I mean?
No, he doesn't. But his movies do have comedy aspects in there.
Yeah.
Like Spacey and what's his face?
Like
I know it's Spacey, but Spacey in American Beauty
yeah,
is like, he's fucking hilarious, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Could be good.
It should be good.
This is Mendes branching out.
Mm-hmm. We got Man vs. Bee, which is a it's starring Rowan Atkinson. It's Mans.
Yeah.
That's bands right there. He's in like the 10-minute, 10-part series. It's about a man in a war with a bee while he's house sitting his mate's house.
This is basically just Mr. McGee and the biting flea.
Yeah, but it's Mr. Bean versus the bee.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bean.
Bean. We have Half Bad, which is
It's like the 18-year-old son or 16-year-old son, sorry, of illegitimate son of the most notorious witch ever. And then he's constantly monitored to see if he shows signs of like, like having those traits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be cool. It's done by Netflix. It should be cool. We got Cuckoo Song, which is a 6-part horror show in which human and monsters join forces to reverse a supernatural pact.
Yeah. Quite a lot of horror coming out of the UK.
I like it.
Same.
I like it. That could be cool.
Yeah.
Depending on the monsters that they're able to get.
This could be like, an offshoot of the Will Smith one and Joel Edgerton. Because that was a human and a monster.
Yeah.
Joining forces. Right. Yeah.
Oh, fuck is that Bright sequel coming out?
I don't know, man.
Well, I think A has been working on other shit anyway.
I don't think Aya was doing it.
He was at one point, but then he was just like, nah, just dropped everything.
Yeah. He's working on that fucking Suicide Squad. That's why. We got Baby Reindeer. So Richard Gadd. Richard Gadd?
God damn.
Josh
Gad's dad?
I don't know.
Right.
The Gad Dad.
Yeah. He's adapting a stage play about his warped relationship with a family stalker and the impact it has on him as he faces a buried trauma.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That sounds a little heavy, that one.
I know.
Oh.
That is like
he's got fucking, what's his face? What's that syndrome? Stockholm's?
Maybe.
Fuck.
Maybe there is no stalker. It's him. That's the trauma.
Those gets them De Niro vibes in that movie.
Hide and seek.
I swear he just jumps out a fucking window and
he does. Didn't he?
I don't know.
Doesn't he have that voice as well? Eddie.
It's always fucking Bronson in Death Wish like 38 or something where he's like 70,000 years old and jumps out the fucking window into the trash can.
Like a frog too. That lands like just all fours, paws.
We got Lockwood and Co. So Joe Cornish comes through with a supernatural action adventure detective series.
Yeah.
So the show follows 2 teenage ghost hunters and a psychic girl as they go up against deadly spirits and rival adult agencies. This would be cool, man. Joe Cornish got his the dude's kind of fire.
Kind of sounds like Goonies.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this is reminiscent of like no spoilers or anything, but that Truth Seekers show on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd have to check that out. But like, it's funny, like they're the startup sort of like really low budget like ghost hunters. And then they're going up against the adults. It's going to be funny, man.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
I hope they're just hard everything.
I know.
That'd be bad.
Fuck you, old man.
Cool. So then we have 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. So they try to solve a case about
a girl dying.
Yeah. Every time they get close, they wake up in another person's body.
Like they've noticed it.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. This is like one of those games, how it flips to the next person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they sort of like take on.
It's like Fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I've never watched Fallen.
Fire that movie. Like it's really, really good.
I didn't know if it was supernatural or not. Is it
supernatural?
supernatural?
You don't know. Yeah.
See it just like fucking
it's on my side.
End of Days. Satan just takes over bodies like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always Arnie. No! Jumps onto that fucking, what's his face? Onto that sword, spoilers. Yeah.
That's almost like The Exorcist.
Yeah.
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 Jumps out the window onto the steps like that.
Yeah. He beats the shit out of Reagan
Oh,
before he,
man.
like, you
Yeah,
know,
man.
Gets his licks in.
Well, we also got so Hulu acquired that movie by Alana Glazer, False Positive.
Yeah.
This one sounds all right, man. So this is Alana Glazer and Justin Theroux.
Yeah.
They're trying to have a baby, but then they're just struggling. So they go to their miracle doctor, which is Pierce Brosnan,
Righto.
and she manages to get pregnant, but then it falls into that Rosemary's Baby type situation where there's some shit going down with Pierce Brosnan and Glazer's trying to find out what the fuck's going on and what's happening with her kid.
Yeah.
So this might just be some real fucked up shit as well.
I reckon it will be.
Could be like that real story. There was this guy that was like using his own sperm to fucking impregnate like these people at like the what's his face clinics. He used his own sperm.
Jesus.
That's wild,
It's fucking
man.
wild, son. I think it's Baby Boy. I think it's a show on HBO Max. Yeah.
What do you call it? It's like
Wild.
there was this really richo and his wife, and they were trying to have a kid, and so they pay this other guy to do it. The whole time they kind of had his tubes tied.
That's tough.
That's chef. That's chef for me.
Chef.
Yeah.
Downey.
Yeah. What she doesn't know is that 2 years ago I had him tied. So it technically makes her a fucking liar.
HBO Max moving around their movies next year.
Quite
So
the
the
movers
release
and
dates.
shakers. They have to.
Yeah. Because now they got to spread it out so that there's content throughout the year,
Mhm.
even though that there's 17, but I'm pretty sure summer is going to be big.
Yeah.
So we got Tom and Jerry, which is moved up like a week. So it'll launch at the end of Feb.
Okay.
And then we got Mortal Kombat, which is moved back. I think it was set for Feb, which will now drop in April. So the start of that summer season in
Yeah,
the States.
That'll make more sense.
Yeah.
Your nice little R-rated piece there.
Hopefully it's R-rated.
They said fatalities are there.
Yeah.
Hopefully gory.
I have a mate who worked on the set in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne? Queensland, somewhere out there.
Mm.
But he was doing Raiden's Lair, and he said the shit is legit.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah. Said it was like, it's almost like a cavern that he was working in.
Mm.
Oh, shit. Nice.
So it looks
Nice.
like they're bringing back like, or paying homage to all the old maps and shit like that.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. So hopefully they have the forest with the faces.
Yeah.
Toasty. And the bridge. I hope they got the bridge. And we can see Flame fighting on the other side. That'd be cool.
Flame.
Yeah.
Who's this?
So it was a character that they didn't expect people to ask for it, but people asked for it. So on that bridge level, where you can knock them off into the pit,
Yeah.
if you look on the far side, you see it looks like Liu Kang fighting this fire guy.
Yeah.
That's Flame.
Ah.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
All they need,
Eventually they brought him.
big
It
time.
was just Cinder. You know.
Sooner. But all they need for the trailer is they should just do a red band trailer, and it should be about a minute long or even 30 seconds, and it just needs to be the Sub-Zero spine rip.
Yeah.
And that'll be it for the trailer for me.
That'd be nuts.
Sub-Zero wins.
Just holds it up like that.
Fuck, that'd be mad if they did a trailer and it was like the full bars, the health bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just dropping and then just at the end of it, just finish him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they go through and it's like finish him and then it's like fatality and you see
Yeah.
Sub-Zero and you see friendship and you see
Have
Hey.
you seen Rambo's friendship fatality?
no,
It's
what
the
is
fucking funniest shit in the world. You see him and it's like do and it goes all black, and he fucking straps up the armor, fucking puts on the face paint, and he's just fucking playing laser tag.
The Rambo fatality is fucking hardcore, man.
Oh man,
they just doesn't he like shoot him into like pieces?
Yeah. He also got I think he's got the he's got the throat rip as well in there as a move. He's got I think he stabs them until they just fall apart or
Yeah.
something.
Fuck, doesn't he also does the like he hides
Yeah.
and then like he comes out and
But he has one where he stabs them directly through the nose and then pulls the knife through over their head, and their head splits like that.
Yeah.
that's tough, man.
Fucking Rambo. It's fire.
So
Stallone sounds clearer in there than in the actual Rambo movies.
Yeah.
Heard you used to be in the military. Yeah, I was a Green Beret.
Fucking sounds like Ted Levine.
You know, what's his face is doing a Ted Levine impersonation. Seth
Rogen?
No, Seth Green
In
for Family Guy.
Oh shit!
That's why he sounds like that. So he was driving around with his mate, and they'd go to like In and Out and whatnot, and they'd order food through the thing as Ted Levine, and they thought it was the funniest thing ever. And he went for the job to go do Chris, and he did it normally, and like he did it like everybody else did it, and he was like, "Can I just stop? Can I just show you guys something that I think would be cool?" And he did it. And they were like, "Nah, that's Chris. that's who you got the job. We want you to do Chris like that."
That's mad.
That's why he sounds like that.
I just see Seth MacFarlane sitting there just fucking laughing.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So we also so Netflix has announced the voice cast for The Magician's Elephant.
Yeah.
What is this about?
So this is about a brother whose sister goes missing.
Oh shit!
So then he sees this old fortune teller, and the fortune teller says to go look for this magician that will conjure up this elephant, and the elephant will then lead him to his sister. But like the voice cast is badass.
Yeah. So we got Noah Yupe, Pixie Davis, Sion Clifford, Natasha Demetrio, Dawn French, and we also got Paperboy himself.
Yeah.
We have Benedict Wong as well. Asif Manvi, Mandy Patinkin, which is fucking mad, Miranda Richardson, Cree Summer, and Lorraine Toussaint.
Netflix. It's like a full CG.
Oh shit!
When was the last time Mandy Patinkin did a movie though?
Wasn't he in that SVU type shit?
Yeah, he was in that show. So what's his face? Homeland. He's supposed to be fucking fire in that shit.
Is he?
Yeah.
Mandy Patinkin do be a bad motherfucker though.
Yeah.
Do he? The name like Mandy.
Fucking Mandy Patinkin, fucking Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Mans was in the Princess Bride. That's how I see him.
This is true.
What's his name? Eduardo Montego or something?
Yeah.
He killed my father. Prepared to die.
Disney Plus is launching Marvel Legends on January 8th.
Fuck yeah.
So this will coincide with the launch of WandaVision the next week. Right? So every week or whatever release period they're sort of looking at, they'll showcase a hero from the MCU and sort of give more background and information on them.
Sick. So that first episode is going to be on Wanda and Vision.
Yeah.
Or Vision, one of the two.
Yeah. Because they're releasing two episodes. I think on the 8th will be maybe Wanda, and then the 15th will be Vision, because then WandaVision's released, and then they get that double watch time.
Motherfucker.
Right there. But it'll also detail their impact on the MCU.
Okay.
I'm excited, man. I'll watch it.
Same.
Yeah.
Check it out. A little background info there.
On a serious note, which fucking Marvel character do you reckon has had the most fucking influence in like the decade that we've seen?
Tony.
Yeah.
Definitely Iron Man.
Well, that's the way they set it up.
True.
They set it up like that.
But I find with every phase, every hero gets a little, gets an event movie that triggers everything else. So, like, Iron Man was the triggering point for
Civil War.
Well, for that first phase.
Oh, yeah.
And then in phase 2, it was what's his face? It was Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
And then phase 3 was Civil War.
Yeah.
And then Ragnarok.
Yep.
And then this one, like we're in phase 5 now. We have no idea.
Admittedly, it's been a bit fucky with COVID, so we haven't, wasn't Black Widow meant to lead into phase 5 or something like that?
It was supposed to, but like the big thing right now is the quantum realm.
Yeah.
And the blip and all that. So
yeah. Blip beard.
I'm pretty sure your beard's been blipped.
Oh, fucking badly.
See you again in 7 years.
I know. I fucking hate it. Face was cold this morning. Fuck. Staying with Disney, so we got that fine Ming-Na Wen. She's confirmed to reprise her role as Fennec in Fennec Shand on The Bad Batch.
Yeah.
So you think that, so do you think that What's His Face will be in there as well? Cara
Dune.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be in that the New Republic.
Oh.
Rangers of the New Republic. I reckon that's going to be her show.
Okay.
Which could be like Walker, Texas Ranger of the Star Wars universe.
That's what I'm thinking.
But apparently this is like Fennec, but when she's younger, she's just starting out as a bounty hunter.
Okay.
So she's a little bit more ballsy and takes no shit, and she's like more reckless.
She's Mulan.
She is Mulan.
She is Mulan.
But the Bad Batch is the group of clones that were kind of fucked up.
Republic Commando?
Nah, it's not. They're weird. They like mutants.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I was hoping they just didn't. They were just like, no, we don't have that Order 66 shit in us.
No, they don't.
Oh, shit. Maybe it is the fucker. They were kind of weird, them demos.
Yeah,
they was different.
Specially trained. I still remember all them O's names as well.
Really? What was they?
Sev, Fixer, Scorch, and then you were just Commando.
Call me boss.
Sebastian Stan and Lily James
Please.
Have been cast as Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson for Hulu's new series.
I want Tommy Lee.
So this will be like a 8-part show that will detail like their whole 96-hour meet, their honeymoon, which they shot that sex tape. And Seth Rogen will be playing the O that stole the sex tape and then sold it.
Yeah.
And the debacle that sort of followed.
Yeah. So Seth Rogen's production company is actually producing this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. They also said that the parties are aware of the movie.
Yeah.
So,
but they don't endorse it.
They don't endorse it. Yeah. So we'll see.
It's kind of crazy Lily James striking out in a role like Pam Anderson. Like it's definitely something that's more adult than what she's been doing.
But it's weird for them to both come from Disney.
Yeah.
And then do this. Yeah. Sebastian Stan does not look like Tommy.
No.
Nah, he doesn't. But maybe they'll set him up with the makeup.
Real skinny.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to start losing weight now.
But his nose and I think mouth look very much like Tommy Lee's.
Pause.
What do you call it? Tommy Lee was real tall as well, but then he was also wearing a lot of platforms in Motley Crue, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But because he's like, honestly,
skinny.
What's his face looks like Tommy Lee. Adrian Brody looks like Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
That's Tommy Lee.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Now that you said Tommy Lee in Rolf Buller's voice,
Yeah.
I can't not like say Tommy Lee every time.
Poor Rolf.
And you love it, yeah.
So, amidst of Chappelle Show being pulled from Netflix, HBO Max has now followed suit as well.
Yeah. Isn't it funny that Netflix pulled it straight away?
Yeah.
But HBO Max is like, yeah, December 31st, so catch it while it's still out there. So they create that sort of exclusivity, like pull to watch the show.
Fucking disgusting, man.
It's so weird that they still want to get that little bit of money out of him before.
But it doesn't even matter, right? Because you've still got all those other companies. Comedy Central is a Viacom company.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter, man.
Yeah.
They can still put it out on Paramount Plus. They can still do whatever the fuck they want it. Like,
but it's crazy how, you know, Chappelle released that.
Yeah.
How long was it? 22 minutes or something?
18 minutes. Yeah.
18 minutes. Where he talked about all this. So now the impact of that and the follow through. So I wonder where this is going to end up with Comedy Central actually paying him.
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
No. I don't think so at all.
I reckon they might start paying him.
I doubt they will.
Because
it's in the can. They've got no reason to pay him.
I know from a legal standpoint, they don't need to because of contractually, they don't need to. They're not obligated.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in fear of getting cancelled or having reputational damage, I think they will.
I think they've already got that reputational damage.
But I don't think they'd want any more.
No. I just see them doing shit business anyway.
Well, what was the last thing that they had? Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was their last biggest pause.
Nolan just won't stop with this HBO Max shit.
He can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
He's out for blood. This is the most chatty I've seen Nolan.
He's quite the chatty Cathy, actually.
Every chance he gets. So about that HBO Max. It's like,
can we just segue into some HBO Max? And,
Mr. Nolan, we're here to talk about Tenet. It just released on home video. Yeah, but that HBO Max stuff, I just want to dive into that a little bit.
He's like talking wild flagrant against waters, man. So he was saying, one, he didn't have as much control as people thought on the release for Tenet. He wanted it out theatrically. His thought...
He got what he wanted.
Exactly. But his thoughts were like, this would be the movie that would bring everything back to like people back to the cinemas.
Yeah, man. Because movies cure diseases. not fucking vaccines. Movies do. What does this cunt think he is? Cunt thinks he's fucking Jesus.
You reckon?
He thinks that Tenet is fucking holy water and he can spray it on himself and it'll fucking cure bloody the pandemic. Fuck, man.
So I think Nolan has established his position and now he can't back away.
Badly.
So he has to continue with his tirade.
You reckon that's what it is? Nolan just dying with the lie because he doesn't want to accept it?
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think he's set the precedence. And now he needs to follow through with it. That's it now. And he thought he had backing when Denis said something as well. But obviously not, because Denis shut the fuck up very soon after that.
You reckon they came to Denis with like just more money?
I think what's his face said, we'll give you 15% of the what's his face?
Subscription.
The subscription.
That's big money. That's more money than he probably would have made.
Badly. And that's why he would shut the fuck up.
I reckon we still got a bit of time, but they might just pull a fucking Disney Plus and premiere release it.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, look, well, you guys raised a concern. Now we'll just, $25 US a movie. You'll get your share.
But they've already dropped like the fact that it'll release on HBO Max day and date. You know what I mean? But I think what they're not sort of looking at is this will also release theatrically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my country, I will be watching it at a fucking cinema.
But in the States as well, it will release in cinemas that are able to show it.
Yeah.
You could literally watch this at the movies and then come home and watch it again if you want.
Badly.
And that's what I would do.
Yeah, that's what I will do.
Yeah.
What did he say about Warner's? Because he also he talked about Tenet and him not having final say on when it would be released. But then he also said something about the decision.
So I guess a lot of the shit that Nolan was saying was that the decision was very one-sided in regards to that a lot of producers, directors weren't really approached about the direction that HBO wanted to take.
Yeah, and the cinema chains.
Yeah.
He was like, the cinema chains weren't approached. The directors, the producers, the actors.
Yeah. And it was just a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. That's the one. It was more so that they just got no say in the whole introduction of the new process, of the new normal when it came to this. It was almost like HBO Max was like, and we're going to do this now. Just deal with it.
So do you reckon Nolan is like stuck in the past and stuck in the times, and he's not looking at the future of like theatrical distribution or film distribution?
I think that Nolan is in his own little fucking world. He's in his own little bubble. He doesn't see what's happening around the world.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Yeah. It's fucking stupid, man.
Yeah.
But it's funny. That's what he said as well. Like, they're only looking at what's happening in the States. They're not looking at what's happening like internationally, theatrically.
But they are looking at that because the only way you can get the movies to watch at home is in the States.
In the States, yeah. I don't know if Nolan knows that either.
Nolan, I think he's just playing dumb. I think he said something and just wanted it to be that way.
You reckon he's just angry and wants to hurt?
Yeah.
Nolan needs a hug.
Yeah. He needs a hug. He's pissed off that his movie didn't make $800 million or $900 million.
So he's blaming it
and he's
on...
blaming it. He's trying to blame. He's trying to shift the blame. If you had waited until, everything was open a bit more, he would have made more money.
You reckon Tenet should have been delayed a year?
Yeah.
I reckon Tenet should have been a digital rent on its actual release date.
And
it should have been $24.99 on every digital service.
See, that would have made sense.
Yeah. It would have been it's the path of least resistance because at least that way you're catering to the crowds who can't go to cinemas. For example, when we went to go see Tenet at the movies, I could not say shit until today with people in Melbourne. So my mate Joel, he was like, I've been able to watch this movie.
Wow.
Yeah. So we saw it. Ishan as well. Ishan was like, did you watch Tenet? I was like, yeah, bro. And he was like, fuck, I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting. It was like that and another movie that was coming out. He was like, I'm hoping they do a double feature.
What was he waiting for?
It was Tenet and something else that came out.
No, but what was he waiting?
Because
why
didn't it close?
Yeah, Victoria's COVID cases were so high.
Because Ishan's in.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So I remember I told my mate, I was like, I'm going to go see Tenet. He's like, do not fucking say anything to me. You are literally dead to me until I watch this movie.
Fuck.
I was like, all right, cool. And then I told him last night, I was like, did you get Tenet? And he was like, no, thank you for reminding me. I'm going to watch that today.
Shit. Because I think what Nolan was also saying was this is more short-term shit and less long-term. But I think this will be the long-term game.
So they're not, they didn't say this is going to be the new normal, right? They said for 2021, this is how we will release our films, just so we can get it out there. They've got too much film to actually put out in a theater. Can you imagine one studio releasing 17 fucking movies in a year?
Yeah. That's triple what Disney would normally put out.
It's too much.
Yeah.
You oversaturate the market. People aren't going to go to the fucking movies. It's expensive now to go to the movies for people.
Yeah.
Can you see them going at twice a fucking week? There is no fucking way.
And they would also cannibalize themselves in the movie system as well.
That's right. And people always think it's okay, so this film and this film's going to go up against each other. It's never like that.
No.
Even theater owners don't want that shit.
Yeah.
They do not want two massive fucking movies coming out at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Because they know that people will only choose one of the two.
Yeah.
Whereas if the other film releases later, they get their shine as well. And then the cinema owners get their fucking shine too.
But that's what I think Warner's is smart because the game is streaming.
Mm-hmm.
It's not theatrical.
No.
The game is streaming.
The game has changed.
I think if we're I'm no fucking
fucking trot over here.
I'm no fucking big business owner or anything like that. But from my perspective, if you're looking at 2020 as a whole, you'd have to take it as a gap year.
Yeah.
And these 17 films that are coming out in 2021, you'll need to spread them out over 2 years. But thinking about it from a perspective of 17 films are coming out and majority of these films could possibly be accredited for Golden Globes, Emmys, things like that. Because you would need that kind of accreditation moving forward as well. Because you need to be acclaimed to actually have some form of say or have some form of say in acquisition for future films as well. So if we take a year as a furlough, we need to make sure we can keep making movies moving forward as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what would happen, can you imagine hearing that Warner Brothers is shut down?
Well, I don't think that'd be a far cry if they did nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is what I mean.
But a lot of the programming that they're setting for 2021 is half of it was set to debut in 2020.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Instead of just delaying constantly, drop it on HBO Max.
Because it's 2 years worth of film. Fuck it up.
Let's go. HBO Max is finally coming to Roku boxes.
Fucking finally.
So Roku got scared, man, because they wanted a piece of that pie.
Of course.
Yep.
So a week before Wonder Woman 84 drops, we're getting the HBO Max app on Roku.
Mm-hmm. It's out right now.
Yeah. Which like sort of makes me think a lot of the sort of boxes that like Foxtel, Optus give you are Roku powered.
Roku boxes.
So that would then feed into how HBO Max will then enter internationally.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that's a massive sort of
I, in fact, have
Play.
a Roku at home.
a proper Roku.
Proper Roku. That I bought in the US.
So I wonder what the deal was with them, like with Warner and Roku, to get that app on there.
Yeah.
Or was it just fear? All right, well, you just won't get our movies then.
Yeah.
That's basically what it'd be.
Probably FOMO.
Badly. Big time FOMO.
So Leto might play the CEO for We Crashed, a new show by Apple.
Yeah. The new Apple Plus show.
Yeah.
So I think the movie or the series is going to be called We Crashed.
Yeah.
The company that they were it's not WeWork is the company that it's about.
Yeah.
So it was a company that was at one time was valued at like $47 billion.
Whew.
Right. And then it had like, it was massive. But then they checked the paperwork and it wasn't. The company, after a month going from 47 billion, after 1 month after they checked the paperwork, was only valued at $10 billion.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah. It was wild. So yeah, this would be cool. I'd like to see Leto on TV and see how he does.
He'd be great.
Yeah.
Leto always kills it.
It's always good.
Leto is a great fucking actor, man.
Yeah. Man's has this coming out. Morbius, Suicide Squad. Not Suicide Squad. Justice League.
Justice League.
He's got a lot coming out next year.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's doing a lot.
Leto must be like the greatest fucking shop talker in the world because he secures some of the best fucking roles.
Yeah.
Fucking, what's his name in Blade Runner? The Joker. Fucking everything, man. Morbius. So we also have, so going to Apple Plus again, Sam Jackson is playing Ptolemy Gray.
Ptolemy bad. Ptolemy pause.
Tolly Honger. Fucking
Pause.
But this one sounds all right. So it's a self-titled film. Samuel Jackson will be playing Ptolemy Gray. And he's going through, I think it's dementia because he's 91 years old.
Yeah.
But then he gets a chance to actually regain some of his memories and he uses that to solve his nephew's death.
Yeah.
So it's like a detective film, but he's also like a race for memory at the same time. It's a time sort of thing.
Makes me think of True Detective Season 3.
I still haven't watched that, but I'm also thinking of Memento.
Yeah, hopefully it's good.
Don't think I'm giving you shine, Nolan.
Memento. We got our first pictures of Coming to America 2. I refuse to correlate.
I know.
Yeah.
The same title.
To America.
Yeah. Coming to America 2. Yeah. So we see they go back to the barbershop.
Yeah.
We saw James Earl Jones, which is back, which is fired. Joffrey Joe Fur is back. He's in the house. You saw what's her name?
His
Lisa.
Lisa, yeah.
Lisa, yeah. We saw Lisa. We didn't get to see what's his face though, Snipes.
No, but we've seen Simi.
So Simi.
It's funny.
Why does Simi look the same?
Simi looks the same. Murphy does not.
Ah,
Like
that fade.
like everything about him just doesn't feel like Akeem.
Mans has got the plastic surgery though. That's what it is. Whereas what's his face? He stayed the same. He stayed lean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, I hope that past is back.
Oh man.
Oh man, Reverend Jones or whatever his name is. Fucking hell. But it looks like Ryan Coogler that's sitting in the fucking barber seat with all the barbers.
It's the Coog, man.
HBO Max dropped a trailer for all their shows and stuff coming out in the future.
That they did.
So they teased Justice League, the Snyder cut, director's cut. But they also, at the end, they showed a snippet of like a dragon, then it blows fire, and then House of the Dragon. So there's the symbol or the logo came up for House of the Dragon, which is like a burnt out Targaryen sort of symbol.
Yeah.
It just has House of the Dragon in there.
A crown fit for a king.
It's a
I
crown.
watched that yesterday.
What's that?
That episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you fucking pause the goal.
Oh, shit.
Beautiful.
Was it in 4K?
No.
Damn it.
It's on, what's his face? It's on Apple. I got all of them on Apple.
Yeah. But it's dropping in 2022.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time to shoot because they're shooting now.
Yeah. But how Game of Thrones started was almost a very, very cheap
Right.
sort of shoot.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's starting this at its peak.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they'll have the best cameras, the best sound, all that shit.
They went from 5 million an episode to 13 or whatever it was.
They better not, man.
Fuck, they better not. It was funny, this trailer, because what's his face featured so heavily. Justice League.
Justice League.
Mm.
Yeah, man. It did.
Warner's really behind, or HBO was really behind this Justice League.
But they also want to ramp up because they possibly could release soon.
Mm-hmm.
So Snyder had a little back and forth with a fan on Vero.
Yeah. Not a bad back and forth.
No.
It was a nice one.
Yeah.
It was a pleasant back and forth pause.
So the fan was basically saying, I can't wait until Snyder's version of Justice League comes out. I think we should destroy every copy of like the Joss Whedon cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Snyder said, well, I hope my new version will wash away any thought of that cut.
Yeah.
And we'll see in March.
Yeah.
So all signs at this point are like, pointing at March.
Pointing at March. Yeah. We should have known, right? It's the 5-year anniversary of Batman vs Superman in March. It came out. All of Snyder's movies come out in March. Every single Snyder movie comes out in March.
Shit.
300 came out in March. Everything. I remember it was cold out when we went to go watch 300.
That's true.
Yeah.
So every movie came out in March. So I think it's March 25th. I think was the Justice League. The 5-year, or March 5th is the 5-year anniversary for Justice League, for BVS. Yeah.
What do you call it? Do you reckon HBO Max is really like nurturing Snyder and hoping that they can keep him as a regular showrunner or something for any of his own IPs and hopefully put it solely on HBO Max?
I reckon, Ran. I reckon they want a piece of that.
Yeah.
That fucking pie.
March 5th is a Friday. That's when Justice League will come out.
You reckon?
Yeah.
March 5th?
March 5th.
March 5th, we're calling it now.
Yeah.
The predictions come in. And we'll see it eventually next year.
Yeah. Mystic Mac called it. Oh, you taking my shot?
No,
No,
that's my boo.
But the title for the Boba Fett show was revealed. And it is The Book of Boba.
It is.
Fuck yeah.
See, this is sick because I think the Bible for Mandalore, I don't know if it's the Bible, but it's called the Book of Mandalore as well. So this would work out too.
So we won't go into spoilers.
Because someone decided not to watch it yesterday.
Don't look at me.
You dirty yellow bastard. Yeah. but it was revealed at the end of Mandalorian season finale.
Nice little stinger there.
Yeah, it was good. Stay tuned after the credits.
Yeah, man.
I'd buy that for $1.
Fucking $2.
Gento?
They got you in for $6 a month on that
Fucking
subscription.
They got me. Their prices are going up too.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, look at Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, that's what you're paying for, really.
Fuck.
I still need to watch that fucking Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer.
Oh, shit. You still haven't watched it. Damn, dog.
I don't know, man. Like, Oues has been really, like, keeping the shit like Infinity Stones until I can fucking just...
I was going to have a load on them when they dropped
Oues.
And that's it for streaming news.
Yep.
And we go into the film news. Here we go.
We have Daniel Pemberton. So he's confirmed for Into the Spider-Verse 2. So who was Daniel Pemberton?
He's the guy that scored it.
Oh, shit.
So you want that same sort of flavor, man, because that music,
Oh, man.
it had that, it was like superhero. Fucking hell, just adding more vowels in there. Superhero vibe to it. It had this mad, like, it felt like a Latin sort of flavor too. And it had like a hip hop flavor.
You have to. That's Miles'
That's
mix.
Miles, yeah.
I'm so glad he didn't just hit him with the, it was very urban.
I know.
It's funny you say that because Urban was there and I was like, fuck you. Just like,
Just fuck that. It's hip hop, motherfucker. It's not urban. We don't call it that around here.
it's such a always racist term.
Yeah.
Urban. Quintessa Swindell will join Shazam or Black Adam.
Yeah.
Not Shazam.
The Rock.
Black Adam. And will be cast as Cyclone.
I don't know much about Cyclone,
So
honestly.
Cyclone can like create like
Cyclones?
cyclones and tornadoes and control the wind.
Okay.
Is this like that dude in First Class?
Yeah, sort of. Fuck, I forgot his name.
It's like Maelstrom or something like that.
Yeah. But her father is Red Tornado, who was part of the JSA, the Justice Society of America.
Right.
Cyclone can also control sound waves carried on the wind. So break the sound barrier and shit. That'd be fucking mad to see.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Can you
We just gave you an action set piece.
can you imagine if, like, you know, this is full hard R? Because she could break the sound barrier wherever she wanted, just blow guys' eardrums and shit like that.
What movie was it where they're like, if she fights, she can break the sound barrier?
I don't know.
It's like some sort of test. And then she's like,
Yeah, and I know what you're talking about.
yeah, we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Nightmare Alley, the long in production, gestating movie from Guillermo del Toro has wrapped filming.
Done.
So
Finally.
this is Bradley Cooper. It's Kate Blanchett. It's who's the chick from the mother from Hereditary?
Tony Collette.
Tony Collette.
The Aussie. How can I forget the Aussie?
Well, I had Kate Blanchett in there.
She had Kate Blanchett.
So the story, the premise is about this carny that sort of, well, he's not a carny, he's like a salesman type thing. And he learns all the carny tricks and then he starts duping people. And then he kind of gets in bed with a psychiatrist who's also a con artist and she's like duping him. Like,
and then they duping each other.
Two at a time.
People gonna go to drink.
So this,
fuck you, Mo Green.
so this one will be released December next year. So another movie that's hitting December next year.
Is he doing it over there with Warner or who is this? Universal?
I have no idea, eh?
I think what's his face was Universal. Sound of Water or whatever it was.
Shape of Water was Fox.
Yeah. Which is no more.
Yeah, really.
So we got Affleck over there working with Dan Trachtenberg, maybe on a Houdini biopic.
Trachtenberg's a busy man.
He is a busy man. I don't know how dude's going to do this between Predator and he's doing Predator as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Predator's in development.
Okay, so this is good to go though.
Yeah, so
Must
I think this is his movie that's up next.
Okay.
In development means that they're arguing with Disney and Fox about the rating.
But we want to have it on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hulu, Houdini, it's all coming together, fellas.
Houdini.
Yeah.
So Ben Affleck will play Houdini.
It's kind of weird, man.
But Affleck's been getting skinny.
Yeah, but didn't he have to just put on all that weight now for what's his face? To play Batman again?
I don't think he's going to go that route again. I don't think he'll be Tank Batman. I think he'll be the lean, shredded Batman.
Righto. He's going to have to lose a lot of weight then.
He's already lean. Have you seen Affleck?
No.
He looks like
The town lean?
leaner than that.
No, he needs like
You know how
Houdini is not he's not a very big man.
No.
Daredevil?
He's leaner than that. So Affleck looks like Affleck in Good Will Hunting,
Oh shit.
Armageddon Affleck.
Oh,
Affleck
Jiggly
before the
and all that
muscles.
shit.
Yeah.
Righto.
Pre-muscle Affleck.
Yeah.
Big PMAs on it.
Yeah. So he's looking pretty lean.
Okay.
I didn't know Houdini was tall.
I don't think he
I always thought he was real squat.
Like no, he wasn't short or anything, but he was average height.
Okay.
Mm.
Maybe they'll shoot him differently. Because Affleck is tall.
We're getting Affleck back in form now though. Like we got The Way Back, and that was Affleck, I think, at the top of his game.
Yeah.
But also using that movie, I think, to get over the relapse that he had been through.
Yeah.
He's directing that Chinatown movie.
That's the movie that I want to watch.
Same.
Yeah.
The Long
Because
Goodbye.
Affleck belongs behind the camera.
Yeah. I think that's where he shines more.
Oh man.
I haven't enjoyed Live by Night.
I bought that movie. It's
I'ma
mad,
say it.
that movie.
Live by Night was quality.
It's good, that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's what I wait for. I wait for not so much an Affleck starring vehicle, but an Affleck directed vehicle.
And he's also going to be in that George Clooney movie. He's got the lead role in the Tender Bar.
He did get it.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So, like, we're seeing the
It's the
Renaissance.
Affleck Renaissance.
yeah,
The Fleck.
the Benaissance.
Yeah. That'll do it.
We coined it here first, motherfuckers. Chris Pine will try his luck in a new version of Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
So this one's being directed by the guys that directed Game Night.
Okay.
Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly.
Have you guys watched Game Night?
No.
It's pretty good.
Is it?
It's not a PG-13 comedy.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
It's an R-rated comedy.
I seen Rachel McAdams in there.
Sexy.
Yeah. Chris Pine.
So you know what's weird, right? Is that the people that actually play D&D, they say that the movie, the one with
Marlon
Wayans and
Yeah.
that other O, is actually really faithful.
Yeah.
What do you call it? There's a show on YouTube called Critical Role. It's all about D&D.
Yeah.
Not like the most like entertaining unless you're really like a big D&D fan. But there's a lot of like celebrities that play, like the lady who plays Ellie, she plays D&D. Like there's a lot of people.
Manganiello,
Yeah.
big D&D fan.
No
Manganiello has full-on D&D fucking parties where he'll set up a party and invite all of like his Hollywood friends and they'll just play D&D.
That's nuts.
I'd love to sit down and play D&D.
We just never had a big D&D culture out here.
No, not at all.
Like I've known no one that plays Dungeons and Dragons.
Same.
I've got mates now, like Josiah, Alex, Ronnie, and all that. They all play D&D.
Shout out.
Shout out to the Sin Boys. What do you call it? Thingy. It's huge. Like it's some of the perfect, like it's acting basically. It's great. And you write your own stories, everything.
Yeah.
As long as it fits the world and what you have in there, so races, gender, backgrounds, class, things like that, you can write whatever the fuck you want as long as it pertains to the guidelines. Like Alex had a character in there. So you have tieflings, which are like half demon, half human, I think, or they're full demon. He made Hellboy.
Wow.
He fucking made Hellboy. So you can like make shit up like that on the fly. So there's so much flexibility with D&D, and I think that's why people love that shit. Plus, it's just great to hang out with the homies.
But shit, I'm with the homies.
That's a big hangout too.
Yeah.
Rachel Lee Cook coming back.
I think we called this shit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We said she'd be back in some capacity. If Freddie Prinze was back, she's coming back.
I want Star Wars Freddie Prinze though.
You don't fucking know what's going on.
Yeah. Star Wars. I want Freddie Prinze explaining Star Wars. That's all I want.
That's his cameo.
Badly.
All these fucking idiots. So Rachel Lee Cook will play, it's not her character from the original.
Damn.
It'll be the mother of the girl that's trying to turn the boy into prom king.
I feel like it's not that hard. It shouldn't be too hard to turn a guy into prom king, right?
How long you got though?
Well, prom's usually at the end of the year, so they have a year. All Mans needs to do is get a haircut, work out a little bit, and throw a few fucking parties throughout the year. Set.
What do you call it?
He needs to be the O that can get like weed and alcohol.
That's it.
If he was the connect.
Yeah. If he was the plug.
He's the McLovin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unsuspecting prom king. Rachel Lee Cook was his love interest, yeah?
Yeah.
She's the one that he changes into.
Yeah.
All right. This is the fucking story then. So Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Lee Cook are estranged now?
Yeah, we called this.
They're not the same characters.
Yeah.
They will be.
You will be.
And then they both see each other one day at school because their kids have enrolled. And then they have the competition. And then at the end of it, they come back together. I'm fucking calling this right now.
That'll be the next movie that they make.
Mm.
And it'll be like the different what if scenarios in the She's All That cinematic universe.
Oh, God.
They have their own cinematic universe.
Everybody wants a fucking cinematic universe.
Badly.
They need to just fucking calm down and think about the one fucking movie. That's what it is. People don't, they think about what's coming next. They don't concentrate on this fucking movie.
100%.
Fuck it.
When the Moses, like, they talk franchise right at the first movie.
Off the bat, I'm like, nah, I ain't watching your movie.
To
It's
me-
going to be shit.
It means like they had all these ideas, but they only put like, you know, the ones that are.
No. We'll hold that back.
Yeah.
We'll hold it back
I
for the
hate
next
that,
one.
man. I hate
We'll
that.
hold it back for the next one.
Fuck you. There's going to be a next one. Work with my ideas, you fuck.
All right. So we got Earwig and the Witch. The new, it's the first CG animated Studio Ghibli movie.
That's wild, man.
So usually everything's hand drawn.
Which looks better,
Yeah.
but takes fucking years.
Yeah.
Because they're hand painting bloody film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Fuck.
It's crazy. And they're sort of like adding other elements as well.
can
to
you
the frame.
imagine? Can you imagine what a clean, like no scuffs, no nothing, brand new pristine print of that would look like? It'd look unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be just yeah. You'd be able to see brush strokes and everything. It'd be beautiful.
Be crazy, eh?
Fuck.
Some days I miss anime when there was no CG assist to keep things smooth.
Same. I look at movies like Wicked City, Ninja Scroll, Fist of the North Star, and all of them have a feeling that's more organic than the new ones.
Yeah.
Because now you see when the camera angles like sort of go crazy
I don't
and
like
stuff.
that shit, man.
And while some of them have like these mad shots, like you can tell where the CG jumps in there and it goes cell shaded and
There's
it throws me off.
So there's this thing in Attack on Titan. It's called the Colossal Titan. It's a big motherfucker. He's like 80 feet.
Mm.
And there's a fight scene around that thing, and you can see it's CG, and it just fucks you up. It doesn't look right.
Yeah, it takes me out. I'm not too sure what this one's about, but the voice cast has been set. So we got Richard E. Grant, Casey Musgraves, Dan Stevens, Taylor Page, Henderson, Pandora Collin, J.B. Blanc, Logan Hannon, Summer Jenkins, and Vivian Rutherford. Yeah.
This
Big cast.
Well, I'm always down for a Miyazaki film. This guy is a fucking legend.
Mm.
But this will probably involve something in regards to earwigs and witches. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with me.
I honestly thought I thought that Ghibli was done though.
Yeah.
I thought that they had shut their doors. They said after not Spirited Away, after their last movie, they said that was it. That was that's all we were going to do. And then to have them come back now, then must have been something.
21 films is pretty good though to end on.
Yeah.
And all of them like critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to have Christian Bale as Hal in Howl's Moving Castle. Come on, man.
Was he?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He was the main dude in there.
Wow.
He was the dude, man.
He likes Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our man Ham is going to see set to start shooting the Fletch sort of reboot. Remake?
I'd say it's a reboot.
Reboot?
Is Fletch supposed to be a comedy?
No, yes and no.
Okay.
I think it's based on a book.
Yeah.
The books, he does get into like wacky sort of situations, but it's not Chevy Chase funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chevy Chase just made it funny.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, John Hamm he's playing Fletch, and the story revolves around him
Potentially.
because
this is sort of based off the second
the
book.
second book. Yeah. So it's what was it? He is finding
His fiance's art collection has been stolen.
Yeah.
And then Fletch finds himself in the middle of multiple murders.
Yeah.
And then he's got to find a way to get the art collection back, which was left by missing and presumed dead father.
Yeah.
Sounds like he could be behind it all.
Yeah. I reckon Chevy Chase will play the father.
Yeah.
It sounds like less comedic Pink Panther, to be honest.
It should be good though. I like Ham. And if Ham is being funny, Ham is really good when he's funny.
Yeah. He's got good comedic timing.
Does.
It was always so fucking random to see him in the Shy Ronnie 2 music video with Rihanna.
Yeah.
He was the bank manager. So Fox has handed out a series order for Fantasy Island as well.
I don't know why they keep fucking with Fantasy Island.
I know.
No clue.
Like we had one in the early 2000s, and then they've done one not too long ago again.
Yeah, early 10s.
Yeah, and then now we have another one.
Yeah. And the movie.
And put the shit the fuck to bed, man.
I don't know.
We don't like Fox. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see Fantasy Island.
If it's not Fantasy Island, they're going to do like Gilligan's
Oh fuck.
or Brady Bunch. They're going to do something. They're going to try revive and try capture that lightning in a bottle again.
I don't see what the pull is. Pause for Disney to do this. Like
No
what?
fucking clue.
Nostalgia. So this one will be like an anthology series.
So if they made Fantasy Island like full on fucking hardcore, I'd watch it. But if I had an episode of Fantasy Island to show you and an episode of fucking WandaVision to show you, which one are you going to choose?
Yeah, I would choose WandaVision, but if I was 70 years old and I was like, oh shit, the new Fantasy Island's coming out.
You wouldn't be watching it on a streaming service. You'd be watching it on fucking TV. A 70-year-old doesn't know about Disney Plus and all that other bullshit. They just about know that there's a thing called fucking Netflix out.
I think there's like 7-year-olds out there that would be clued in
People in the biz.
from like their grandkids as well. So I think that's probably what they'll try like strike for is that balance between how do we hook like, you know, the teenagers and then how do like from there we get their grandparents.
Fuck. That's a bit of an emotional piece. Like, you think about it like a daughter and a father, and the father's told the daughter about Fantasy Island, and then the daughter finds out and they sit together and watch it. It's like when you took Papa to go see John Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Fine.
that's the only way I see it being like successful, because like Dave said, there's a lot of challenges when it comes to working out new services when you're so used to old services.
Did he like John Carter?
He did.
He did.
He was 70 at the time
Yeah, he was.
and he read the original Rice Burroughs novels.
Yeah,
all
all
of them.
3 of them, yeah, or more.
Yeah.
Mans was on the pulse already.
But you know what's funny? Papa was ready to like get into that marathon. Like he was like, so where's like the rest of the books?
That's what he said after it. So where's the rest of it?
He wanted it right there and then.
He wanted to see the rest of it.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
Well, maybe they're trying to build that legacy of like, stories they can pass down.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon it will. Fox Searchlight is getting in their Muhammad Ali bag. So this is not a biopic which will sort of chronicle his whole life and his journey.
No.
This will look at the specific time where he didn't go to the Vietnam War, chose not to. And yeah, he went to court. He faced like that boxing ban for 3
They
years.
stripped him. Fucking disgusting.
So this
It
is
was supposed to be 5 years, by the way.
oh shit.
But because of the end of the war, they reversed it.
Shit.
So it was only 3 years.
That's good.
Not good. Muhammad Ali was in the prime of his fucking life at that time, man.
Yeah, I know, but it could have been 5. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like it's good that it was only 3.
shouldn't even went forward in the fucking first place.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. So it happened when he was 22. And then that's when all the shit went down.
Can you imagine what Ali would have done to George at 22 years old? At 22 years old. Can you imagine what Ali would have done
You
to
reckon?
George? Ali would have massacred George at 22 years old.
I don't think even George was like as bad as George was when they fought.
Nah, because it was at least 5 years later, 6 years later.
Well, maybe Ali also needed that time to sort of work out his strategies and stuff like that.
Nah, man. Ali was at the top of his game. The only other boxer who could beat Ali is Tyson.
You reckon Tyson taking... Because I see Tyson more like George.
Nah. Tyson is so much more technical than George. Oz loves Tyson.
Tyson scares me because he's brute force as well as just like strategizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like George had brute force, right? But he couldn't aim that bitch. Like, why would he just continue to punch Ali in the same place? Tyson has brute force, but he can aim it.
Yeah.
And he knows where to put it.
But there's also a
Put you-
massive height difference. So Tyson breaks you down from the inside.
Oh, yeah.
But Tyson used to fuck you up because he would come in and then hit you with a body shot. And before you could realize, he's already tried to uppercut you at the same time with the same hand because he hits you with a bang, bang. And you just feel like,
Naomi Aki has been cast as Whitney Houston. So a couple of weeks ago, we reported that this biopic was coming. It was happening with full endorsement from the Houston estate,
Which is what you want. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I would want that from a musical point of view, but the story that's going to be told, will it be the accurate sort of down and dirty sort of
No,
story? Because that's what I want to see.
not at all.
To me, that shit resonates more, and the feeling of the movie comes out more in that. Like what we've seen in Rocket Man.
It's not going to, I don't think it's going to be Rocket Man. I think it's going to be, what's his
Bohemian?
face? Bohemian. Which is great because it was nice to hear the music and all that sort of stuff. But Rocket Man delves so much more into that sort of shit. And it just made a better movie.
yeah.
And it made you really feel for Elton John as well as a character.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Naomi Aki as Whitney Houston? The only thing that I've seen her in is episode 9.
And she's that chick on the planet with the crouching.
Yeah, she was one of the ones that got away like Finn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm cool with it. I was kind of hoping for an actual singer to take the role.
You never know. Maybe she can sing.
Maybe she got
Know what I
pipes
mean?
like that.
Yeah.
Pause.
Nobody's got pipes like that.
That's true. It's true.
Nobody.
Like, fuck, what was I going to say? I'm more interested in who's going to play her surrounding cast as well.
Mm.
I'd
Who's
like
going to play Bobby? God damn it.
Do you reckon they'll get the
Who
guy?
is going to play Bobby?
Do you reckon they'll get the guy from the
Nah.
Which guy?
was the HBO special?
Ah, the BET.
Yeah.
The what's his face? That was fire though.
New Edition?
New Edition, yeah.
Because that would be cool if they got the same guy.
They probably won't.
Was that guy good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You dance like Bobby. You could, like,
Sure.
you know, everything like Bobby. What's his face? I reckon Mackie or someone. They'll probably get Mackie to play.
Fuck, that'd be cool.
That makes sense.
That would be really cool. I didn't even think of Mackie.
either that, or he might be a bit older, or that Chiron. What's his name?
Yeah, from Moonlight.
From Moonlight, where he's playing like the 17-year-old Chiron.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, they probably get him.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you guys I felt like I was going to sneeze for a second.
But yeah, they need to cast, like, there'd need to be so many stars in there though. You know, they'd need to do Dionne Warwick. They'd need to do Aretha Franklin, because she would go out and open for Aretha Franklin, and she wouldn't sing her own song. She'd sing like a full-on hymn, and it'd just tear that fucking the stage down, and then Aretha would come out and go do her thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Like Whitney is a fucking legend, man.
Yeah, I really want to see it, but I don't want it to be as much of a celebration as a warning.
Yeah. I want to see that the drug use. I want to see all that shit.
Yeah, because she was using from a very young age, wasn't she?
17.
Yeah.
From 17, even before she was a star, she was using already.
You know what also could be a fucking mad, like, biopic? And, like, I haven't seen anything on it. If they did Quietus's story.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, man.
Because he was using since he was 12.
Yeah, man.
And hard shit since he was, like, 15.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine seeing, like, in the movie of him trying to do that fucking jump from the balcony to the pool?
And that was young as well.
Yeah. Imagine breaking your back into a pool.
Nah, son.
Fuck that.
I'm still waiting though. My biopic that I want is the Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Where is that shit? Is that because, like, the Marvin Gaye estate
Yeah.
wouldn't
one wants
endorse
that.
it?
I want that. There's a few I want. Al Green.
For me, like the number one for me is the Cool J.
Hello, Cool J.
Because with Cool J, we get to see them set up Def Jam. We get to see Russell Simmons. I know it's Russell Simmons. We get to see Rick Rubin. We get to see them build Def Jam. We get to see Run DMC. We get to see everyone. That'd be fire.
Fucking Run still looks young enough to play Run as well.
Fuck. Jeez.
Just needs to grow that mustache. Bad Bunny is joining the bullet train.
Did anyone get in touch with Parks about this one?
Man, like, I swear there's going to be like 40 people that are going to be acting in this movie by the end of it.
They're in a bullet train. They need to pack out those seats. You need people to kill too. Remember?
This is true. You reckon Bad Bunny dies in the first 5?
Takes a bad hit.
Man, just like, so David Leitch is doing this, yeah? Who's backing this?
I don't know. I don't know.
Legendary?
I don't think it's Legendary. I think it might be Lionsgate.
Fuck yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Good. Because I just want to see this movie and I don't want it to be fucked up.
Same. But you know it's going to have an R rating.
Yeah, of course.
Pit's behind it.
Yep.
Fucking paper boys in there. I don't want to hear no fucking nuded paper boy.
Yeah, same.
I love when he's on that talk show.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You disrespect women. What? I just love when they agree with each other, him and the lady. Well, rock and roll did the same thing. It is true. Rock and roll did do the same thing. The guy's like...
There's going to be a Revenge of the Nerds reboot. So this is coming from the Lucas twins. So I don't find them really that funny.
Me neither.
Yeah.
And Seth MacFarlane,
Right.
who is producing. But the Lucas twins will basically drive it and write it and kind of plan it out.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that in 2006 there was going to be another Revenge of the Nerds?
Really?
Yeah. And Adrian Brody was in there.
Oh, shit.
But
Wow.
two weeks into shooting, they shut that shit down.
Why?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I haven't even seen footage from it. Nothing.
Maybe they wanted to reinvent that rape scene.
Jesus.
This was wild. What scene is this? I've never heard of this until now.
So he's got a mask on. It's like a Halloween sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
And they're at the party, and he bangs this chick, but the chick thinks that he's her boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like she's unknowing. He raped her.
Big iced teas on it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It's
See-
very fucked up.
Are you guys going to watch 13 Reasons Why?
No.
Like, something similar happens in there.
Okay.
Yeah, this drunk chick and her boyfriend puts her in this bed in this house party, and then the frat dude there is like, "Come on, man," and he's like, "Nah, man." So he knocks out the boyfriend and then does it anyway, and she thinks it's the boyfriend. It was fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, that's
You
fucked
ever
up.
seen that one movie named Kids? That's all I thought about with that story.
Fuck. Simu Liu.
Fuck yeah.
So after Shang-Chi, his next movie that he will be in is
The
Arthur.
honorary Australian.
Yeah.
Simu Liu.
Yeah. It will be in Arthur the King. So this is the Mark Wahlberg starring movie. So they do this like race through the jungle, I think in...
It's like a 30-day race, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like in the Amazon or something, isn't it?
Amazon is in the water. It's in everything. Yeah.
But Wahlberg will be playing a Swedish adventurer. Wahlberg can't do any other accent except the Boston accent.
Badly.
Arthur.
But it's about like Wahlberg's character befriends this dog that's kind of like beaten down and a little bit malnutrition and everything, and then sort of takes him along for the journey.
It's always I just get flashbacks of Sandberg doing Wahlberg.
Pause.
Bloody, it's always that or Emma Stone in Zombieland. Oh God, he's on the chandelier. It's Slimer.
I'm not that excited about this. For some reason, like Marky Mark's trying to pick roles that are outside of his bag.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like this is the right role for him either.
Nah.
No.
Sully for me is definitely not Wahlberg.
No, not at all.
Sully is suave.
Yeah,
Wahlberg is not suave.
no,
Like,
not in the least.
if this movie was made back in, say, early 2000s, who's the O? Road to Perdition.
Tom Hanks.
No.
Jude Law?
That he kills at the car.
Paul Newman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Paul Newman for Sully from the start.
That's yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fantasy casting, man.
But if it isn't that, it's Scott Lang. Like Scott Lang.
Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Paul Rudd could have played Drake.
Hmm.
I didn't see that. I saw Jamie Lannister.
Yeah.
I see Jamie Lannister,
Who was the other guy?
Oscar
that was in it?
Isaac as well,
It's Cooper actually is
Bradley
Drake.
Cooper.
Yeah. Chris
Yeah.
Pratt. There was so many
See, I would
choices.
never want Pratt because
Nah.
he's too much of a comedic actor.
Yeah,
True.
because Drake has to keep it light.
Fucking Chris Pratt should have done. If Chris Pratt never did Jurassic World and only did Parks and Rec, John McClane.
If he was like straight
fat
comedic,
Chris Pratt though.
like a little bit chubby. Yeah.
Like he is in Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Mm.
But not like overweight to the point where it's comedic. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
nah, nah.
Because then they pull some shit with him, like climbing through vents and getting
Yeah.
stuck and shit like that.
He'd have the gun under his belly or something like that.
Under his boob.
Fucking in Destiny, they have finishers. They do the Die Hard with the gun on the back.
That's
oh,
mad.
really?
Bang, yeah.
That's sick.
Coming up, it's Die Hard time, fellas. It's
It
Die
is.
Hard time.
Actually, I do feel like watching it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch that shit. What I'm also gonna watch is this Jackass 4 that's
Fuck.
coming out.
I didn't even know they were making.
Oh
another
yeah,
Jackass.
I saw Steve-O on the Fighter and the Kid podcast. He was on there.
Oh yeah.
He was talking about it. Yeah, so not very good news, but supposedly 2 days into filming, and Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville are already in hospital. So they jumped onto full speed treadmills with band equipment.
That's
It's not. We're not talking about just a guitar or something like that.
Yeah,
there was tubas, there was drums, there was everything on there.
that's fucking.
So they're
nuts.
going fucking hard on this one.
You reckon one of them was wearing, that all-in-one sort of band suit?
Steve-O was probably just in undies or something. Fuck.
Man, that'd hurt.
Man, these guys are getting too old to do this shit.
I think that's why they're doing it. Eh?
Yeah, they're getting it out of the way now.
But that's how you know that they're on the right track, is when they're constantly in the hospital.
Yeah.
True.
So Steve-O talks about a story of him promoting his stand-up special, right? So they capture him in this sack sort of thing, and they chuck him in this box, and they speed down the highway, and then he gets out of the box and then jumps. They're on the LA highway, jumps to another fucking van.
That's fucking wild, man.
And this is not that long ago. This is 5-6 years ago.
Shit.
Steve-O was wild, man.
Fucking hell. That just reminds me of did you guys ever see that video of they're going down this fucking highway in Cali, and then this coffin opens on the back of this fucking truck, and the dude gets out, start fucking dancing?
That's fucking hilarious.
That's tough, man. Fuck. That reminds me of the story that Quietus tells. He says they had this game called Tongue in the Dirt. And what it was basically if you couldn't do something, if someone was like, you won't do it, and then they don't do it, they have to stick their tongue in the dirt. So Quietus coughs up this fucking massive loogie and spits it in his hand, and then he says to Flea, you won't eat it. Flea ate that shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. Ugh. Fuck, I was disgusted. I was just balking in the car. But watch Jackass, man. I love that shit.
Yeah. I know. I need to get on that Audible train because I want to read that autobio for Quietus.
Yeah. That shit was good.
I want to get the Jay Prince biopic. That's what I want.
Jay Prince?
He owns What's His Face Records. Rap a lot. So 3-6 Mafia. Jay Prince is who you call if you get into trouble out in Houston.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Man's is
got all the connects.
So Jay Prince back in the day was going to set up his own distribution company, right? But it wasn't just him. It was him, it was Suge, and it was Irv.
Oh,
right?
shit.
Oh, God, they wanted to set up their own distribution center. So instead of using the studios, they'd use their distribution center. So then they distribute to the rest of the fucking world. They keep 100% of the money, right?
Yeah.
So after they set up, they have the meeting, everything. Suge gets taken to jail.
Yeah.
By the feds. What's His Face gets taken by the feds.
Irv
gets taken by the feds. He gets nearly shot down by the fucking feds.
Fuck.
Yeah. So they were onto something.
Big time.
Yeah.
It's crazy because they did something very similar with an independent label.
Yeah.
And 3-6 Mafia hit.
Yeah.
And them O's got paid, man.
Yeah, man. And they got a fucking Oscar.
Yeah. I got Bruce Springsteen's biography.
Did you?
Yeah.
Sick.
So that's up next.
Does Bruce read it?
Yeah.
She gave me potatoes of the
night. Avatar 2 rap filming for 2020. These segues. So Cameron posted these pictures that were shot by John Landau. And one is this massive ship, which I think is the Marines, their ship, as they're sailing on the seas and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's full naval warfare. And then to shoot it, they had fucking these Russian techno cranes.
Yeah.
Three of them.
Big Russian arm.
360-degree rotation on the cameras. Massive shoot. It just looked like action. It wasn't flames or anything like that, but to shoot this thing, it's fucking huge. And the boat was like 50 foot, something like that. Some massive fucking boat.
Like that's what I'll give to Cameron. Like in theory, he could have just built like just a platform that was green and then added all that shit in there, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Yeah.
He's got his actors in an actual fucking boat in the actual fucking water and they're acting.
Yeah. Like the spectacle's still there.
Yeah. Good old Cameroon.
That's when things go good.
Yeah.
Or when things go bad.
Yeah.
God. You're fucking
Terrible.
terrible.
So amidst the filming of Mission Impossible, there was some accidents that happened on the set in regards to safety measures for COVID. And Cruise finally fucking just went Les Grossman on motherfuckers and just told them off, ensuring that they keep the fucking workplace safe.
Yeah. What was crazy, there was a couple of things that he said. He said, I've asked for it, and now I want it.
Yeah.
Which for me, like just like how he said it was very direct and funny.
What fucking killed me was that he went on that fucking tirade at the start, and then he went, "Oh, you motherfuckers!" Just went real calm about it.
You know why? Because I could, if there was video of it, you could probably see the crew coming in like this and still standing together. Oh, you motherfuckers!
So, what happened was there was two crew members, and they were getting close together, closer than the 6 feet that they need to stay as part of the COVID protocols.
And they would have been really close because they're looking at like a monitor that's like this big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they would be pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cruise sees it, and he doesn't want this movie shut down for a fourth time.
No.
Because Mission Impossible has been plagued with shit since the beginning of production. Cruise comes through and just blazes these O's.
Yeah, man.
They hit like he just went on a tirade. It was like a minute and a half of Cruise just letting it all fucking rip.
Yeah.
And what he kind of touched on was that like he was on the phone. He's on the phone with producers and cinemas and directors and studios and fucking all these
insurance companies,
ensuring that they will keep production going.
And that's how I fucking sleep at night.
And all that pressure just got unloaded on these guys. And what was funny is at the end, he's like, that's it. And that's it. And that's it. He just fucking had enough.
They were saying, I heard someone say that like they should have just been like, you know how he's like, do you understand me? Do you get me? Do you see what I'm trying to do? Someone should have said Crystal. Like he does in A Few Good Men. And it's bad because the roles would have been reversed then. So Cruise would have been fucking what's his face? Nicholson.
Oh, shit.
Fuck. I agree with you, man.
Oh, big time.
Like they're pumping hundreds of millions of dollars into this. They're trying to keep the industry going.
Mm-hmm.
They're making product, and not everyone's like, taking it as seriously as everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Cruise is taking it seriously. Cruise rented out that yacht, right, for the crew. So they could socially distance by themselves, all that sort of shit. It's $500,000 out of his pocket that he paid to get that yacht, to get them all socially distanced, all that shit. Like they owe him.
Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Cruise wouldn't just rip into people like straight away as well. Like I was saying before, I'm pretty sure like this would have been the third or fourth time where he's like been like, hey guys, can you?
It is because he says, I've told you guys once before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that like, yeah.
But it's weird though because it's almost like he wasn't, like the movie was the thought, but Cruise is also thinking about like, what happens over in Hollywood now.
Yeah.
He talks about like, people in the industry losing their houses and all that sort of stuff and not being able to pay their kids' college tuition and all that sort of stuff because the Hollywood machine is shut the fuck down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's thinking about that aspect as well.
Yeah. We're making jobs for these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. I think, Cruise is definitely taking this very seriously.
I expected him to go a little Vincent on them. You are fucking with my timeline.
Yeah.
Fuck, I feel like watching Collateral there.
But yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts that he kind of like, he warned them.
Yeah.
And then he just went off on them.
Yeah.
And then he still says to the guys, you are going to cost him his job and you are going to cost him their job.
Yeah.
And
you.
I wish they released video for this shit, man.
Same with the short little man like talking up to people.
But who released it?
Someone was recording on set.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And they just went to the Sun and they were like, you got to listen to this shit.
Hey, do I have something for you?
You know that sound you were looking for?
Imagine it was just Macquarie.
Well, that's the thing I was going to say. Where was Macquarie in all this?
I reckon Macquarie would have hit him with the Jimmy Brown, the James Brown, where he puts the coat on James Brown, but it's him putting it on Tom Cruise. And Tom Cruise, and you!
Macquarie just probably stood there. Because it's Macquarie's first AD that's supposed to be doing all that shit, making sure that everything's fine on the set.
Yeah.
So Cruise probably fired that AD.
You reckon? That's rough, man.
Get him the fuck out of here.
And I'm not going to tell you again. If I see it again, you're fired. You're fucking gone.
He probably walked off after that. But apparently he had another tirade and then 5 people just left production.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Over COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like since then, since we heard that audio, there was another like sort of outburst and then 5 people left.
They just need to follow the fucking guidelines. I don't know what's wrong with them, man.
Yep.
These people that don't take it seriously.
That's true, eh?
That's what it is. I'll be right.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going to happen if I just step inside the 6 feet? What if I'm 5 feet? It'd still be fine. Fuck out of here, mate.
Fuck out of here. I hope Cruise fires everybody.
Fuck.
He's just like, you know what? We're moving to Australia. That's what we're going to do.
Every fucking production is Australia. And
I honestly think that Cruise is here more than we think.
Yeah, probably.
Like in Australia, I think he's here more than we actually think.
Aren't his kids here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask if Cruise has kids.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Connor and someone else.
Yeah, because he adopted.
He adopted 2 with Nicole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And Connor was in, I think, either Tomorrow When the War Began or, it wasn't.
Red Dawn?
Remake of Red Dawn, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And that's it for film news this week. So movie trailers. So we got a few.
Yeah, we did.
So we got Outside the Wire, which is the Netflix one with Anthony Mackie.
Yep.
Yes.
So he plays.
The fuck is he?
He plays like a tech specialist that's looking out for all these drones.
Right.
And then like he takes this young, I don't know what he is, like a gunner or something under his command. And then they go out in the field to then go fix these drones and get them out of enemy hands. But Anthony Mackie is doing moves in this.
He is.
Like he's doing real technical moves.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like, is this a Russo's?
No.
The Russos do this at all?
No.
I saw it was the producers of The Old Guard or something like that.
Yeah, producers of The Old Guard.
Producers of The Old Guard?
The director of 1408.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks all right.
Does look all right.
Like the action looks good.
Yeah. The action looks good. Hopefully the story is there though.
Yeah.
Because it's weird because he's like got tech inside him as well.
Yeah. You see him and he's like.
You can go sort of opaque.
Yeah. And like camouflage and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. It looks good.
Yeah. I'll watch it.
Fuck yeah, man.
I'll check it out.
Is it in January?
think so.
January 19th or something like that. Yeah.
It's just like an Anthony Mackie movie every 3 months on
I
Netflix.
don't know, like Mackie must have been shooting for a while.
Yeah.
He's got it all out. It's weird that he's like over there at Netflix and then over there at Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the full trailer for Walker, Texas Ranger.
Walkers? Raucous Walker.
Isn't it funny how much more like tense and how much more feeling you got in that little teaser trailer is like, I was once part of the lore.
Yeah.
And then this, it just feels like the same CW dog shit.
Yeah.
Light fucking soap opera type shit.
The whole wife thing and
Yeah.
all that other nonsense. Like, I don't want to see that.
This could have been something cool.
Oh, man.
Because I like Padalecki.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I really like him as an actor. But seeing him in this, it was just like, this is dog shit.
When I think of Walker, Texas Ranger, like besides Chuck Norris staring a man to death as the meme, when I was watching Justified with Dave, Justified is like Walker, Texas Ranger almost.
Yeah. This is like, you know, CW's version of Justified. Because he was over there in some place and then had to come back home and yeah.
I want to check out Justified.
You know how fucking mad that show is? And Goggins just kills it.
Does he?
Slays every episode he's in.
Fuck.
He's the man.
Is he one of the mains?
Yeah.
Fuck. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
I only thought it was Oliphant.
No, man. Goggins is in there from the jump. Goggins is in there and he's cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to check them shits out. We got a new trailer for Camp Cretaceous.
I didn't watch
season 2.
I didn't watch the first one, so I didn't watch the season 2 trailer.
Yeah.
I watched the first season. This still looks good.
Really?
Yeah, because it's now them on the island trying to survive, and then all the dinosaur encounters. You finally get the T-Rex. But I'm excited for this, man. Brody will love this.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I didn't realize it was just around the corner. Like it's coming out in Jan.
When did the first ones drop this year, didn't it?
Yeah, it dropped in like September, October.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Because he
and
told
we
me.
one-shotted it. We watched it in one sitting.
Jeez.
And it was like 8 episodes, 22 minutes an episode.
How'd you get him to sit down and no fork knife?
He loved it.
Jeez.
Because of the music, the dinosaurs, everything, and the kids. It's kids, mostly.
Yeah.
So he just related straight away.
Nice. I was going to say, have you showed him this trailer?
Nah, not yet. Show him closer to the date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then he'll be asking me every day, I want to watch the next Camp Cretaceous there. And I'll be like, it's not out. It's just like Popper.
We have Billie Eilish, The World's a Little Blurry.
You watch the trailer?
No.
Watch this one? It documents her journey, but even before she became famous.
Right.
Up until where she just kind of blew up and where she is now. It's all right.
I don't.
Billie Eilish as a character.
Right. Wrong turn. I did watch this one though.
This one looks good. This one looks real good, actually.
Does.
How many fucking wrong turns has there been?
7.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. 7.
The wrongest turn.
Yeah. Wronger turn.
Fucking wrong turn 12. How many turns you want to take, cunt?
Taronga. This looks all right, man.
Does look all right, man.
Like
It looks like it's a continuation though.
Matthew Modine in this shit
Yeah.
Yeah.
as well. Is this one going to be rated X maybe? Or
Doubt it.
Matthew Modine?
This is the one where you see him get hit by the car.
Ah, okay. And his body just explodes on the cobbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I'm running through blowing people's heads off in fucking Cyberpunk. It's nowhere near going to be as violent as that scene. Jesus.
So this one, like in this wrong turn, kids out in the wild, and then they're backpacking
Yeah.
through the Appalachian Mountains, and then they go off the path, and that's when shit goes down because they've left the path, and then like all the traps start coming into play.
Yeah.
You know,
And the one thing that kind of happens is they're on that hill. And that fucking tree, you just see it start rolling down and bouncing down, and then it fucking takes out some of them.
It's got big old fucking spikes on that tree.
Yeah. It's exactly what Jocko Willink would tell you when he talks about getting on the path.
What does he say?
No, because he talks about people trying to get into fitness. And when you were talking about off the path and everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a fucking monologue from Jocko.
But it's weird.
War.
It's weird this because it looks like they actually make it to the town. But then the town knows about these fuckers.
Yeah.
And what's going on, and you need to stay out of them woods.
Yeah. And all these Oues is like walking in the wind and disappearing and shit.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're stalking them before they even set out to the path, the walk.
Fucking predator.
Yeah.
Sick.
But it's almost like it could link into the original Wrong Turn because they talk about the descendants of those people.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's got to be somewhere connected to that first one.
In the end of that first one, does Eliza Dushku get away?
I don't
does
think
she
so.
die?
I think she dies. I always thought that it finished there on like the what's his face on the highway,
like Texas Chainsaw.
like Texas Chainsaw. Yeah,
Unless they got her strapped up in like a Miss Peacock type situation.
possibly.
That'd be real fucked up.
She's just pumping out disabled kids. It's
Damn.
fucked up.
Ben Wheatley dropped a trailer for his I think it's his Khan film that he dropped there for In the Earth. So this one, it didn't show anything. Like it was a lot of flashes of just like shit in the forest. But in this one, there's like this virus that's killed a lot of the world.
Right.
A lot of the population sort of leveled it. And everyone's looking for a cure. And this scientist and his assistant have to go through the rainforest to go get supplies. And during that time, it's like they go into the heart of darkness and the forest just comes to life.
Yeah,
Shit.
there's animals and stuff that they have never seen before.
Yeah. And people and civilization out there.
I love that kind of shit, man.
Same.
Like Annihilation. Is Annihilation like that? I still haven't watched Annihilation, by the
You
way.
haven't watched Annihilation? Annihilation takes you places.
Really?
Yeah.
For real.
That shit is good. Really, really good. I got some theories on Annihilation that I'll only share when you guys come to the party.
I annihilate those rooms.
And the last trailer for the week there is Skyfire, which looks like the most contrived
Oh, man.
dog shit.
Piece of shit. How do you make fucking Dante's Peak shit?
This is like if Dante's Peak and Jurassic Park had a baby.
Oh, no.
But like it was, instead of like having the baby, they shit.
Yeah. It was terrible.
So this is Jason Isaacs, and he's like this big investor, and he creates this resort that will allow you to watch the volcano erupt while you're in the resort. But obviously everything's all fucking cheap and not thought out well because the volcano erupts and everyone's in immediate danger.
Yeah.
Because Oues is out in cars and they're like, oh, let me check out the island. Then the volcano goes for it. And everyone's just dying. There's a big old car chase in there with a Jeep. And the Jeep has to reverse out of the lava.
How does
the molten lava?
How does the Jeep reverse jump out over that chasm?
Wild.
They were
Fuck.
They were obviously using Inversion, the sequel to Tenet.
Fucking
The
hell,
Jeep
man.
didn't jump. It was caught on the other side
Oh
of the
my God.
mountain.
Fucking hell.
Just see JD at the other side.
You know what was fucked up? Is that this is Simon West.
I know.
How do you go from Con Air and The Mechanic and then do this movie? He also did a movie with Nick Cage that's supposed to be like, you know, it's shit, but it's supposed to be all right.
But you know, this is a Chinese production.
It obviously is. I saw so many Chinese stars in there.
Yeah. And written by one of the Chinese screenwriters as well, backed by Chinese production companies and studios. It's one of those movies that they kind of like, they pump out, but then they get a Western director.
The brand name.
Yeah.
It's shit product, but they want the brand name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Simon West,
Blue Magic,
who
was
worked,
a brand name.
yeah,
Like Pepsi. is a brand name.
Like Simon West did Expendables 2, but he did it for like there was a Chinese company, I think, backing them as well.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So that's probably where it started.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
They just got him for life.
And that's it for movie trailers this week and this year.
Yeah.
And then going into entertainment news. So sadly, we've seen a lot of stars from the Star Wars universe and other franchises and movies pass away.
Yeah.
So Jeremy Bulloch, who played the original Boba Fett in the original trilogy, has passed away at the age of 75. It doesn't say what he passed away from, but it's really, really sad because his initial work in that original trilogy, I think, paved the way for Boba Fett's popularity.
And is really paying off right now.
Yeah, 100%. Like his movements, everything.
Yeah.
He could have played it like differently, but the way he sort of committed everything to celluloid as it's been timeless. So yeah, our deepest condolences to your family, friends, and fans who definitely be feeling this around this time because it's Christmas and everything. He also did a lot of other roles, and he also wrote a book called Flying Solo.
Sick.
Yeah, about Boba Fett. Who's taking us out for the year?
So there's been a years long fucking
decades
argument.
long.
Fucking this is a war that has never finished and will never continue to finish. Pause. People have been arguing over Die Hard as a Christmas movie and whether it is or isn't. McTiernan, John McTiernan, the fucking man, the predator, the mans of Die
The
Hard.
Predator? What do you call it? Oh, the Predator?
Just like, ooh.
Kind of problematic right there.
all I'm seeing is fucking what's his face? Weinstein. Jeez, that's all I'm saying. Like, you call someone the Predator, that's what I see. The Weinstein.
That's his biography that's coming out, The Predator.
But John McTiernan's finally come out and said, look, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I back this shit 100,000,000%.
Fuck it. Welcome to the party, pal.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
It is a Christmas movie. Hands down a Christmas movie. This is the movie where the guy battles unexpected, like, forces to get home to his kids on Christmas.
Yeah.
Come home. Badly.
So McTiernan was like, he took inspiration from It's a Wonderful Life. So he went to Joel Silver very early into the production, and he was like, John McClane has to be a normal, everyday working man.
To every man.
You can't have him be some superhero.
Can't be Arnie.
Yeah.
Can't be Stallone.
He has to be a normal guy.
That movie does not, even with the action, does not work if you star one of the big action guys in it.
Hell no. Because you'd be expecting something very different.
Admittedly, what's his face was him before. Sinatra.
What do you mean?
Sinatra was going to play John McClane.
Really?
Yeah.
You would expect that from Sinatra, though.
Yeah.
Glad he didn't.
Well, I don't know from Sinatra you'd expect that. I'd expect it from Matt Helms. What's his name?
Ed Helms.
Matt Helms. Tony Curtis? Yeah. Tony Curtis? No. No, that's always drinking in the Rat Pack.
Dean Martin.
You'd expect it from Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though Frank Sinatra wasn't the Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah.
He was doing kung fu and shit like that.
Oh.
But yeah, he said that what inspired him to do it was that the normal characters had to be normal, but the yuppies and the businessmen that were sort of in control and they were greedy, they had to be like real dickheads and had no idea what was kind of going on.
Yeah.
Which is why that they're portrayed like that.
You have Ellis. Ellis the way that he is,
Yeah.
coked up and just thinking he could take on the fucking world, and
And then
his head fucking blown off for him.
the terrorists were the ones that were sort of, they're trying to get power and money and everything. And that was like his view of corporate greed in America.
And then to cap it all off, he blows up the greediest corporation there was back in the day.
Yeah.
Fox.
I agree with that, man. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Do you reckon like Drive was Ryan Gosling's Die Hard?
Never thought of it like that.
Drive Hard?
It did change Gosling's image, much like it changed Willis's.
Yeah. Well, you saw Willis as an action star after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mans was doing like, moonlighting.
Yeah.
Some comedy show. David, I don't know what his last name is in there. His first name's David though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good hot take there, Beatty.
Yeah.
Because like after that, Gosling got the serious roles.
Yeah.
It's the Ryan Assance right there. Everybody getting an Assance. And that's it for entertainment news and all the news this year.
This year, yeah.
Shit, yeah.
All right. What you watch there, fellas?
So I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Tenet, Wonder Woman, and that last episode of Mandalorian.
Which we will discuss next year.
Yeah. It killed me Once Upon a Time, and like every time it's like, so Johnny, what brings you to my saloon?
It's funny, I always feel like watching that movie.
Oh, it's so good, that movie.
And away we go.
I love to. You're real, right?
I can't believe he throws the can of dog food at that chick, man. How was Tenet? Is this your first time watching it since the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is unreal.
Still holds up for you?
Still holds up. It's fucking unreal, man.
Because that's what I'm sort of that's why I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
Like I want to watch it to see if it like still holds up for me.
Like I was surprised because I had forgotten about how much action was in the movie.
Yeah.
Like this is the most like Nolan's done fucking Batman movies with less action in it than this fucking movie.
Wow.
Like it's every nearly 15 minutes. This is Nolan's action film. This every 15 minutes there's an action beat.
Do you find that you would let go some of those action beats for more character development?
No,
This was perfect.
not at all.
Like pacing for characters, as many characters as they were, you understood them. And
you understood the story at the end of it.
yeah. And I think Nolan did it that way too, with a bit of ambiguity. Like JD doesn't have a fucking name in that movie. He's just the protagonist.
All right. What'd you watch there? You watched Tenet, eh?
Tenet. But yeah. That shit was
Tinnitus.
good.
Jesus. I watched Apocalypse Now. Which, like, this is the final cut, so it was different.
Very different.
I expected the massive explosion at the end as well when they destroy Kurt's compound.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. This ends on a different note. This has a different feeling when it ends. Whereas in the original, or not the original cut, but Redux, it feels like a victory.
Yeah.
Whereas in this cut, it feels like what I figured Vietnam would kind of feel like. It wasn't a victory.
Empty.
Yeah. But like you're not ending on a note where you feel like the main character is sort of absolved or redeemed or anything like that. His character arc is that it's almost tragic, like that he's lived the life of an assassin. And he's killed someone that he's actually admired.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'd like to see the what's his face? His admiration you see grow throughout that movie.
Yeah, as he learns
beautiful.
more.
What he learns about Kurtz is just
Yeah.
and what he did and the like just everything, man. The fact that he could have been a colonel, but chose I want to jump out of fucking planes now. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want to stay in this war. Wild.
Yeah. Like it ended on like a really somber note. But still good. I think I prefer this cut as well.
Oh, this cut is miles better than Redo. Redo was like just throw everything in there. Whereas this one is like, nah, let's have a look at it and see what works and what doesn't work. Yeah. Let's cut down this. Redo, man, they spent too much time in the French
plantation.
It was just too long.
How was the Redo 3.5 hours?
It was longer. It's much, much longer.
Because
trimmed, I think, an hour.
Fuck. Because I felt like this was pretty long at 3 hours.
Yeah.
But it flew though.
Yeah. It's weird because so much is happening and you learn so much about not just Martin Sheen, but Kurtz at the same time as well. Yeah. I loved it.
I watched the Bee Gees, How Do You Mend a Broken Heart? This was good, man.
Yeah.
So Frank Marshall actually directs this one. With the last living Bee Gee, which is Barry. The eldest.
Yeah.
And they chronicle their whole journey from Australia to Britain to
so were they
the
born
States.
here or not?
Nah. They were born in the UK.
So we just claimed them.
Yeah, of course.
Righto.
And Barry Gibb.
Yeah.
I think Barry was born here.
All right.
Not Barry, Andy.
It's my guy.
Yeah.
They talk about Andy?
Yeah, they talk a lot about Andy. Because when he was kind of coming up in the music industry, he was on coke and like alcohol, everything. Like he was just going crazy, and the crowd that he was hanging around with was no good. But they don't talk about his death.
Right. All right.
Yeah. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Fuck, I enjoyed this movie.
I gotta get that off you, man.
This is a thrill-a-minute movie. I'll tell you that much.
It's a thrill-a-minute.
Get Out, which like after all like the Jordan Peele talk, I had to watch. This movie it feels like it's like 20 minutes.
It is 20 minutes, this movie.
Like after the party,
as soon as he gets
it's
there.
5 minutes and it's done.
Yeah, as soon as he gets there, it's like bang, it's done.
Yeah.
You're like, where'd the rest of the movie go? Like,
but all along the way, you're not missing anything.
No.
Nothing feels shallow in this movie.
Yeah.
And the look. I love the look of the movie.
Yeah. Behold the coagula.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's wild. I watched The Revenant.
Finally.
The Revenant, don't you reckon that score kind of sounds like T2?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie is unbelievable. Like you can see why Emmanuel Lizbecki got that Oscar. Little surprised that Tom Hardy didn't get the Oscar because like he's in here a lot more, almost like a main actor.
Yeah. He was almost a lead.
Yeah. He gets a lot of screen time. Same with DiCaprio. But
he might. Does he have? He doesn't have more.
Doesn't have more. No.
But he just eats up the screen more than.
Yeah.
Like his character, it's the way that he talks, everything is so not Tom Hardy. Like it's not Tom Hardy in there.
But it like there's so many stories that happen in not in proximity of it, but like around it that would feed into the lore of this, like how he got sculpted.
Yeah.
Like that situation, how he got out of it, because he stops that story straight away.
Yeah. He doesn't finish that story.
Yeah. Will Poulter's character, you don't see what happens to him at all. And DiCaprio and his history, did he shoot that lieutenant? What happened to his son's face? Like all of that. They don't explain any of it.
No.
But it almost makes for a better movie because of it.
Yeah. My thing is, I think that what's his face, that lieutenant raped his wife
and killed her.
and set their place on fire. And that's why what's his face has the burns.
Your son?
His son's got the
Hawk.
burns. Hawk's got the burns.
Mm.
And he comes in and he kills. It looks like he kills everyone.
Mm.
Like he goes full on fucking what's his face? Tristan in
Legends of
the Fall. Yeah.
And that makes sense because of now he's on another path of revenge.
Yeah.
And that drink bottle that he's carrying around, the canteen, is a spiral.
Is the spiral.
The circle.
Yeah.
Keeps going around in circles. So it only stops when he breaks the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Good work. Good working out there. Good breakdown.
Always. Sorry.
No, you go.
Always love when he's trudging through the snow and he finds that like shaman with that big fire and he's going through and saying like your body's infected and shit like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like that's always so memorable for me. I fucking love that movie.
He steams the wounds and then that guy gets killed by the French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's alliteration and shit there where it's just everyone that tries to help you just gets fucked.
Mm.
Yeah.
They could also tell that story of the chick. Because that
A Polaka?
yeah. The crew that's going to look for them, it's his daughter. Like them. That story would be mad as well.
Yeah. The Arakri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Kree Warpath.
The movie just had a lot in it.
The one shot in that movie is so fire at the start too.
Yeah, man.
The one shot, that's not a one shot.
What do you call it?
Nah. You can see when they...
So I still haven't watched the 4K for this movie, but I heard they used the natural lighting for this 4K compared to the Blu-ray.
Yeah. This movie looks unbelievable. The vistas, the landscapes, everything that they shoot.
You can reach out and touch it.
And because it's like natural lighting, like you see like all the crevices and the dirt. It's like the way that the snow sort of breaks and stuff. It's unbelievable.
That scene where he is sitting with that guy after that guy takes out the buffalo heart and he just bites into it. I think it's a liver actually. He's biting into.
Yeah.
It's literally just the fire and those two sitting there and the fire is lighting the scene. So it's just black around them. It's beautiful.
Fuck, that's sick.
There's heaps of fires. He's lit like three fires. But the main one is that, yeah.
You just see the the embers coming off the top of that fire. It's beautiful.
That looks so cool, man. Because it's just the embers.
I got that, got the Xbox back. I'm just going to fucking smash out Fantastic Beasts and then watch that. Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, I'll give it to you, dog. Have you got it?
What?
Revenant.
Nah.
I'll give it to
I always get it off you.
And that's it for the year. We as a crew and a pod crew will not be back until early Jan. I will be back next week, Monday, normal time, to talk about Soul and Wonder Woman 84.
Ah, yes.
But
Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm going to do a double feature there. Ass to ass.
I just have to call in.
Here's my thoughts. And
I've been seeing reviews for Wonder Woman 84.
Same.
Big old 8s on it out of 10 at IGN.
Really?
Yeah. They said they were like, so with a sequel, it needs your characters need to get better. And the spectacle, it needs to be there as well. And they've achieved it. They said it's a really good sequel.
Well, let's be honest. They've had like fucking 4 years to shift and shape this movie.
Yeah.
Like I would expect it. I would expect 8s.
Yeah. But yeah, it's supposed to be really, really good. They said it's the best movie in the DCEU.
Wow.
Said it's better than Aquaman. It's better than the 2 Batman vs Superman movies. And yeah.
Okay.
It's better than the original. Yeah.
I'll see. Because I didn't really enjoy the first Wonder Woman. So
yeah. So put their name to the test.
Yeah. So follow us on social media. Check us out on YouTube. We are Logo Smith Media. There's some other content there. And yeah, Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Happy New Year. All the best in your first week of the year. And we will be there to greet you then.
Have a great 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the spirit of Christmas, wash your sack and please cleanse your rectum.